Well, we are jumpstarting in Morton Grove this morning as we check out a new training center.
It was built by Shore Community Services, and it helps adults with learning disabilities. Our Jackie Kostek is there this morning checking out all that center includes. And Jackie, this sounds like a really special place.
Yes, it is a really special place, and welcome to the Shore Koenig Training Center. So they just completed this renovation. It took about 9 months, and they just opened up about a month ago. So I'm here with Erin Ryan this morning, who is the CEO of Shore Training Services. Good morning to you.
Hi, good morning. Thanks for spending the morning with us.
Thank you so much. We're so excited to be here. Tell me a little bit about what Shore Koenig Training Center is all about and who you serve.
Sure. Shore Services was started almost 75 years ago. It was really started to fill a gap in services. At the time in the late 40s, early 50s, there were no services in schools for children with developmental disabilities. And families didn't have a lot of options. They really didn't have any support or resources to keep their kids at home with them. And so that's where Shore came into play to provide a space, a learning space, and supports at home to help kids thrive at home with their families. Over the years, we've really evolved, as you can see, and we have an array of services that we're happy to dive into today with you.
I love it. The services provided here are mostly for adults with developmental and intellectual disabilities. I understand that you actually have a child who has a developmental disability. What have you learned in the process of raising your child about sort of not the lack of services, but how hard it is to find the right services for your family?
Well, I've learned that even though there are many, many more resources available than there were when Shore was founded 75 years ago, those pieces of the puzzle are not always connected, and it's very difficult to navigate as a family from early childhood through the adult years and as your child gets older and as you get older. And so what we're trying to do here at Shore is make sure that we're connecting those dots for people, being kind of a home base to accompany you throughout the journey. And it is personal for me because I've worked in nonprofits and helping people navigate really complex systems my whole career, and this is difficult. Yeah. This is the most difficult thing that I've had to do. It's also one of the most rewarding things to do because this community is so strong, yeah, supportive of each other. And that's really exciting.
I do want to mention at least the photos that folks just took a look at. This kind of takes people through a bit of a timeline of the history of this space. What happened before this renovation happened in the last 9 months?
Yeah, so we operated for decades what was called a sheltered workshop. It was a big open warehouse space where we took on contract work and did packaging, light assembly, and piecework that our clients could do for pretty low wages. Those programs are being phased out in Illinois now, and so we found a need to renovate this space, to reimagine this space as more of a community center and community hub, where we can focus now on community employment and helping people find jobs out in the community.
Erin, thank you so much for your time this morning. We really appreciate it. This is the Shore Koenig Training Center. It just reopened just about a month ago, and we'll show you more about the workforce training programs they have and some of the day services they offer as well throughout the morning. Ladies, back to you.
All right, let's check in with Jackie Kostek now, who's out at Shore Koenig Training Center for this morning's Jumpstart. Jackie actually is playing in the ping pong ball, I think, this weekend.
Dana, good morning to you. Yes, I will be playing ping pong tomorrow. And actually in my house growing up, I had a ping pong table, so I did sort of warm up my game for years in the past. So yes, I love ping pong, and I cannot wait to support the Jackson Chance Foundation as well tomorrow night. But first, we are here at the Shore Koenig Training Center this morning, and this is really an amazing organization that's been around since the 1950s. They just renovated this training center in Morton Grove. So they just reopened this space about a month ago. But again, they've been around since the 1950s as Shore Community Services. I'm here with Liliana this morning, who runs all of the workforce development programs here. So good morning to you.
Hey, thanks. Hey.
Yes, we're so happy to have you. And Julian, who is part of Shore Community Services as well. And he's actually seeking a job right now. So he is fully involved in a lot of these programs and services. So if somebody like Julian is coming in and they're seeking a job, how do you support that job search?
Yeah, sure. We have a wide spectrum of ways that we can help people with their job search. We have our pre-vocational training program, and so we have a spectrum of classes where we are learning about employment skills. We are going to volunteer out in the community. We volunteer at Skokie Library and the food pantry in Niles, and we are learning about resumes and what makes a great employee, and just kind of learning all those things that are going to help you launch into your next move with your job. And then we have our supportive employment program, which Julian is a part of, where we help with resume writing, interview prep, and the really cool thing is once a person gets a job, we actually have job coaches who go out and visit at the jobs and help support the individual as well as the employer in really as a go-between to support the person as they are, learning new skills at their job. Maybe there's a new training that just popped up, and we're there to help them through that as well.
Liliana, that's amazing that you don't just support people through the process, but actually once they have the job too, because that's where a lot of services usually drop off, so that's amazing.
And that's so key to help retain that job, because we're looking at retention as well. This isn't just a flash in the pan opportunity. We want really sustainable roles.
Yes, absolutely. Julian, we're going to come over to you now, and you've held many jobs before in a few different industries. What kind of job are you seeking right now?
Apprenticeship, maintenance, handyman, appliance repair, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, awesome. And really.
Oh, and painting, that's another thing I'm interested in, like painting companies.
Lovely. Julian, thank you so much for your time this morning. Liliana, thank you for your time as well. This is Shore Community Services at the Shore Koenig Training Center, again in Morton Grove. Dana, back to you.
All right, Jackie, and we wish Julian the best as he pursues those opportunities too. Thank you. Starting your morning from a new center for adults with intellectual and developmental disabilities.
The center in Morton Grove offers a wide range of programs and activities while also just providing a safe space for community and also for connection. Jackie Kostek joining us live from the center. And Jackie, it's been really nice to hear from families and just how the center has been really helpful for them.
Yeah, ladies, good morning to you. Absolutely. So Shore Community Services has actually been around since 1951, but this new space is brand newly renovated. They just opened up about a month ago, and it took about 9 months to renovate the space. And now this is really serving as sort of a home base for so many of these services that they offer for folks who have intellectual and developmental disabilities, including workforce development programs. So this is where a lot of their ready to work classes happen. They also have a sensory room. This is Philip, who is enjoying that space right now. And then we're moving into the art center this morning, where a lot of folks are here with the day services program, and they are engaging in some art. So I'm here with Nicole Mills, who is the Chief Program Officer. Good morning to you.
Good morning. Good morning.
Okay, tell me a little bit about what you do, because I understand this is really like a home base for the services that Shore Community Services offer, but you do a lot of things off campus too.
Yes, we do. As the Chief Program Officer here at Shore, I support all of our residential home-based services, our outreach for the organization, and I've been here for about 3 years now.
How important is it that folks know the kind of services that you offer and that you guys really serve as sort of a connector for them?
Yes, it's really important for that, because in today's society, folks are just overwhelmed with information, and so for sure it's really important for us to be intentional about the connections that we make. So for sure it's all about getting them early, getting them connected as soon as we possibly can, and just trying to be that resource tool for them and to them, so that we can fill in those gaps for them.
Yeah, and you can sort of discern for them, maybe discern for families where the best place is for their child or the adult in their lives who may have a developmental or intellectual disability.
There's a continuum of services here.
Yeah.
We have residential, home-based, employment, community, and day services. So Shore is a all-encompassing, something that I would call all-encompassing service provider. So
lovely.
Yeah.
Nicole, thanks so much for your time this morning. Really appreciate it. Now we're going to move over to Sabina, who has been a client here at Shore Community Services for more than a decade. Sabina, good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, what is one of your favorite things to do here at Shore?
Art.
Yeah. What are you painting right now?
I'm painting a lady.
Yes. It's beautiful. I love all the colors too. And what do you love most about Shore? Because it's not even just about the art which you love, but what do you love most about this space?
I like the outings. I like being with my friends.
Yeah. I know you told me before it's all about the people, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
More people come here, the more happier they'll be here. They shouldn't be sitting at home only, because at home you can get very sick if you sit every day at home and do nothing.
Yes. Sabina, thank you so much for your time. You did a wonderful job. And this is what Shore Community Services is all about. This is a brand new training center in Morton Grove. Ladies, back to you.